Greetings, Commanders! Welcome to another episode of Homeworld Mobile Ultimate Guides here on Vertical Bar Media. Today marks the start of the Yaot Stories Tainted Conjunctions event, and we'll introduce the rare pulsar turrets and the elusive Epic T4 Yaot Destroyer. So let's jump right in. Let's make a quick stop in the market. Also, this weekend's the Headhunter event, so make sure you're killing all those progenitor tormentors. So click on that. Actually, that's kind of cool. So the services, this was updated in 1.7, I believe. If you click on this, it just takes you directly to the market, where the first thing you can buy is things with money, which is awesome because I love supporting developers. But I've actually spent money on this game, so I'm not going to buy these. So first up, we got to the market. We got to pick up some of these goodies. Always included are the premium packs for $10, $25. The first pack is going to include Epic recruitment token. It says there, so it's a purple token. And then for $25, you get the Yaot Destroyer and some ADA. So the overall good conversion rate on these. That's pretty much about the price for just the ADA itself, but you get another thing in addition to it. This is also going to include all of our mixed RE crates and mixed gas crates. So if you're needing gas, this is probably the place to get it. Otherwise, go to Taco Bell. We also got two officers here, random epic officers. One's going to be with a gas mining yield perk. The other one is energy skill cost. Now, if you only use one, don't get this guy. This is going to be if you use multiple skills on your bridge, then you're going to want this. Following that, we have the new rare Yaot pulsar modules. So we have the Z pointer, which is a small mount. We have the Tenza repeater, which is the M mount, and we have the Mez 10 lance, which is the L mount for this weapon. And these are available in tiers 1, 2, 3, and 4, depending on which mounts. Obviously, no L mounts in tier 3 or in tier 2, just small and medium in 1 and 2. Now let's take a look at what these guys offer. So base damage is going to be 28.8k. Now this is going to be based on my fleet's loadout. So I have pulsar modules and pulsar officers, so this value is going to be increased because of that. This is not just a base value. But we can go back and compare. So 21.8 whole DPS and rounds per minute. So 15, 5, and 17. Let's see if we can go back to my external menu, and we'll compare that to my Mez 10 Lance. 41.3k, so 3k whole DPS armor. This is also level 9, and it has an officer applying to it. But the rounds per minute are going to be the same, and the weapons range are going to be the same, so we're going to see quite a bit of damage with these new weapons, and it's exciting to see. This is actually the first event that includes rare weapons. Normally they just include uncommon. So this is going to be there's also quite a bit of modification to the amount that you can purchase. For example, now I can purchase 6 M mounts, whereas this was also limited to the size 4s, so the same as the small and medium, because there's more medium mounts. Like, for example, the Battle Cruiser Tier 4 has 4 medium mounts on it. The Explorer and the Carrier both have 3 mounts on it. So it's nice. I can actually put multiple Tenzas on multiple fleets and not worry about it. This one's kind of interesting. 8 Mez 10s for Tier 1. After this, we got onto the ships. So we got some Yaot fighter squadrons and some Yaot assault corvette squadrons. These guys are awesome. Highly recommend them. But the queen of the show here is going to be the Yaot Destroyer Tier 4 UDD. Bye. But we'll go ahead and zoom in on this guy just a little bit and kind of look around. I love the skin. This is the beast skin that came with I think what's that other holiday in that time? Halloween. So I love this skin. We'll look at the other skin a little bit later, the new skin for the event. I'll probably strap that on for the remainder of this video. But this Yaot Destroyer is as effective as one of my fully maxed out turrets. 3k whole DPS, 1k armor DPS, and it has its own hole in armor. But you can lose this, so whoops. But 533k. This is also going to include any officers that I have on my bridge, and I believe I do have an armor DPS officer on my bridge. So I'm gonna get one of those. This is actually really nice. So not only have they increased the amount of weapons that you can purchase in an entire event, they've also increased the amount of ships that you can purchase. This used to be functionally limited to 4. I can only purchase one tier 3 destroyer, it looks like, maybe a tier 4 rare destroyer, but I do have unlimited purchases of the epics, which probably drives purchases towards that, which is kind of interesting. Moving on from here, we have our rare resources as well as our donations. I'm going to go ahead and do these donations. I highly recommend that you do them if you're going to do the events. So make sure you keep plenty of refined RUs stacked. So this is going to be tier A1, tier 2B, tier 3C, and then back to tier 4A core. So I had 2 Yaot credits to start just doing donations. I now have 240. So I was able to get all those in one thing. And the first thing that I'm going to buy is this guy. Buy 2 of these. Can't pass these up. These are great. And actually, I just want to save these around. You can use them this weekend for Headhunter event, and this will increase all of your yield, drop boxes, all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna do one more of these Yacht merits because I want to purchase that skin. And then this is gonna be the last of the stuff that let's preview the skin. So this is a nice skin. I like this. Sobin red color, and it's got some yellow stripes on it. I can zoom in a little bit. It shows all my weapons mounted here. I got 3 Tenzas lined up, and then these pulsars and a repair beam down here. I'll probably replace those 2 with Tenzas, and I might do the whole thing with rare Tenzas. Anyway, we'll see. I have to earn some credits, or spend some money. But yeah, I'm liking that skin. I'm probably gonna rock that. So let's purchase that. Bing, bang, boom. And I probably have to equip it somehow or some way. So I got my Yacht DD rare. I'm gonna save up for these Tenzas, and I'm gonna purchase them later. So how can we earn event currency? First thing you do, check the mail every day. These guys drop like little tier things, or little lore elements in the messages, and so you click claim. And a lot of people don't delete these, but I delete them. Wow. So we got another 50 merits from that. This isn't a daily thing, but this is fairly frequently. Probably every 2 to 3 days you'll be getting something in the mail like that. And I'm not sure if they expire, but they might be there the entire time. But otherwise, we can do our events. So day 1 is probably going to be Ayatakwe Liaisons. Probably going to have to do some ore mining and stuff like this. Running defense, we're going to need to cap 10 cags. We'll need to do at least 1 tier fine. We can donate these tokens. I can get another 10 Yaut credits. That's cool. Yes, please. More Yauts. And research points. So I'll have to do this later when my research is done. But at least I can go do some missions, and I can switch out my fleet configuration. So now this is pretty interesting here. So this is my destroyer Epic. Tier 4, 518, 3k, 1.5k, 308, and 100k essentially. Now, if let's check out what the Yaut DD is. Where's that Yaut DD? I'm definitely gonna have to purchase another one of these. Yeah, 3.6k, yeah. That's a little bit of a buff. So it's up to 530k. This should be the amount of this should be with all of my skills applied to it already, but let's see if I'm going to get anything extra out of that guy. Go back to fleet configuration. Now I got an extra 4k. This is probably due to the damage officer mounted here. Usually this officer doesn't apply to stuff in the market, but stuff on my bridge does apply to everything in the market. So in the market, on my bridge, I have a damage, escort damage, armor. Ooh, promote. Watch it split. Oh, nice. Now I get an extra little nugget of damage. Oh yeah, so the Yaot Destroyer looks like we got a nice buff on our whole DPS, armor, DPS. Yeah, let's go glass some enemies. Oh, that skin looks nice. But I was actually gonna change my skin, so that's under level customization. This is the new one. Yeah. Tap for additional settings. Yeah, that's nice. And we'll get to see what that looks like. Very LTD. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like most of the they have all the same, but it's just it's the same pattern as all the other skins for the Yaot TD. Man, we're gonna keep it on. I really like the Beast one for the Yaot TD. It's actually my favorite. But now we're in Kesaya. Let's do some scans. We need to find a couple Kangassian enemies. We need to find a couple Ayatque liaison signals, and we need to find a couple unknown finds. Complete our mission dailies. Oh yeah, research is done. Nice. Okay. All right. Let's go. So we need to do Ayatque liaisons. I'll pick up some of those Kangassians, and I didn't find any finds in the system. That's kind of like, yeah. So the devs had made some changes in a previous update to the signals, and man, the community really is not happy about that. And yeah, overall, I'm not happy about it. I've expressed this several times. But the devs are working. I don't know if they've necessarily recognized that it's, a problem. From their perspective, this is actually, it was kind of intended to be that way. And the previous state of signals being everywhere and all the time and bunches of them was a bug. But I think the community's made it clear that they want more signals to do, like more epic signals, more every kind of signal. So hopefully that's the way that it goes. But I mean, as we can see for this system that I just jumped into, I have 9 missions, 2 of which are a liaison. So I was only able to scan 7 signals in here, no finds, only 1 rare signal, no epics, or 2 rare signals, no epics. Overall, not great. It used to be a lot better. And hopefully the devs go back to that. Keep bugging Soren for y'all though, so make sure you put it in the comments if you want me to keep on fighting for more signals for y'all. I do love more signals, man. Ooh, new discoveries. Alright, so let's get on. Okay, alright, we in this town. Alright, so this is a convoy mission. I'm actually going to do something interesting here. This is just a regular standard convoy mission. I'm going to turn my auto battle off, but I'm going to take my Yaot DD and send it over to monitor the trading ship. And let's zoom in on the trading ship. We're going to see just... Yeah, so that's kind of annoying, but this isn't meant to be played with the computer, so it's actually...
New heading set.
It's okay. So we'll focus on the Yaot DD and see how it's going to go. This is just going to be an independent combat trial. Now let's see that this engagement is actually much higher than our previous Yaot Destroyers. So overall, it's pretty exciting to get an epic variant of a beautiful escort from the early game. yeah, I'm excited to see what this little beast is capable of. Traditionally, I run the Epic T4 Destroyer, which I quite enjoy. Um, but whew, Yaot Destroyer. That's what else what else are we missing that's epic? We're missing an epic. Okay, let's.
Attack confirmed.
All right, fighting a frigate. Ooh, one hit almost. So we're gonna see its time to kill is a little bit faster than previous iterations of the Yaot Destroyer. Generally, the T2 kind of does a little bit of hull damage, but mostly strips all of the armor. We're going to see how this also compares against fighters. The pulsar weapons are known for being pretty effective against fighters. However, the Yaot Destroyer seems to be actually struggling a little bit. It's trying to chase this frigate, and it can kind of keep up with it, but not really.
Oh man.
I might have to bring my flagship in here to mop up the fighters. Yeah, the fire rate's pretty slow. It's definitely going to be able to take down the tier 4 frigate, but not quickly. It's going to take at least 2 hits. I don't believe there's any kind of critical with escorts right now, so probably not going to see any of that.
Combat maneuver confirmed.
And it doesn't have any power-up abilities, so it's literally just on its own out here. Bringing the flagship in, this will mop up the rest of these fighters. Now these fighters, these guys are going to do damage to hull and armor. We got, let's see, Corvette squadrons, torpedoes, Corvette squadrons. Those are going to strip all that hull away.
Move order confirmed.
Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, the LTD still doesn't handle the fighters like, but I mean, what are we expecting? This is a destroyer. It's meant to be anti-capital, anti-flagship. This isn't like the missile destroyer that has the offensive focus of fighting fighters. This is literally for fighting
hyperdrive engaged.
escorts and higher. And we see that it did a pretty significant damage to it. Didn't take any armor damage really at all. We saw I'm not going to go find some siege frigates right now, but it looks like they'll still be able to punch some armor on this guy, but it's going to hold up. I think it's going to last a little bit
Hyperspace jump
longer.
complete.
I can't remember the comparison. I think it's a plus 20% for hull and armor. Now, as we can see, my flagship focusing fire on this frigate is just gone. Long enough to shoot a torpedo. Cool.
Destination locked in.
And I do miss the DPS, but overall I'm enjoying having the repair beams on my flagship. I like being able to repair. One of the things that actually helps me with is I run these maintenance collectors for picking up anything in a signal. I don't generally pick up the drop cargoes anymore, but I do pick up the relics and the drop cargoes, not the abandoned cargoes. And it keeps those guys alive because they have a pretty significant reduction in armor, which isn't that great. Let's go do some proggies. Oh yeah, we're gonna get some epic loot. Now this weekend is Headhunter event. Make sure you check out the video Headhunter. All right, so now we're gonna go hit some proggies. I don't see any. I'm not gonna get any tormentor stuff, but make sure to check out the video on the Headhunter event. It's gonna kind of explain what the deal is for hunting progenitors. Basically, just kill all progenitors, especially
We won. We've done it. Honoring destination locked in.
Let's get out there, see if there's another tormentor out there. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Nope, no tormentors. Now the drop chance is only, I believe, 30%. Yeah, that sounds about right. 30%. So essentially 1 in every 3, but more realistically 3 in 10. Knowing the German math behind this. Yeah, actually, speaking of German math, it's kind of funny because the officer for, I just noticed this, but the officer that I have in my production research points grants 14% increase in production. The base is 200 units. However, I only get 227 every time I do that, which is not 14 times 2. So obviously that particular thing is rounding down. It's not precise enough to get my extra RP point every time. Lame. So overall, the LTD is an effective addition to any fleet. We'll see how I can incorporate these pulsars into my turrets. We'll probably replace at least these 2 mag repeaters with some rare pulsars. I might buy new Tenzo Lance maxes, but I won't be able to beat this level 9 for a while. So it's kind of hard to drop a lot of money on those turrets when you already have rares, and it's just gonna take forever to upgrade. But honestly, I'm never gonna see anything above a rare pulsar anyway. So, whatever. Oh man, I didn't see if there's any intenses, or I didn't see if there's any tormentors in this group. Did I get one? But we'll get a purple epic salvage box in there, and the rewards for those are fantastic. So make sure to do progenitor signals this weekend. Please do all the progenitor signals. I highly recommend it. Now, for just check out that video. All the rewards are tier locked. So depending on what mission you completed, you might not be able to get tier 4 stuff. But honestly, it's bucket loads of things every time you open a chest. It's kind of great. I think there's 7 different categories, or 5 different categories of items, and you receive one for each. And each one of them is like 10,000 of something. Yeah, so crystal or something like this. Like, let's see, the last event here in this storage. Slowpoke. Yeah, this is how much composites and crystals I have. I have manufactured everything that I can tier 4. I mean, I'm low on REs, but oh man, I've used so many crystals, and I have all the yield officers. So like, every time I burn crystals, I make more. Pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. That's much. Oh yeah. Me your tormentor. And that was a miss. Yeah, one of the things I like about this is that when ions miss, nice work. They actually miss, but when they hit a target, they stop at the target. Beam doesn't continue until the ship is destroyed, actually. So it's actually like a real thing that beam is. Now, one of the things that's not clear is if things cross that beam at some point, if they get damaged, but I think it's an instantaneous damage spike at the initial, but the beam isn't continuing to produce damage over time. So when strike craft pass through an ion beam, it's not going to actually damage them. It's just gonna It's just gonna keep on beaming. Beaming, 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 beaming.
Move order confirmed.
I don't think I got any. Let's check. I don't get any. Hopefully there's some more tormentors, and I can show you at least that.
Assume combat stations. Engage move attack confirmed. Engage all hostiles.
And bye-bye, Tormentor. Just like that. Just delete him. I don't think I got another drop for this one either. I won't be able to show the reward table for this. It's okay. Good luck. Keep hunting. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this content or want more like it. Make sure to leave a comment. Let me know if you like this or if you want to see other games or anything else. Make sure to check out our socials at Vertical Bar Media. Facebook, YouTube, whatever. We're on all of them everywhere. All the time. We're watching. We're waiting. Bye!